'cause the air is thin.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the VGU.TV Spoilercast. I'm your host, Joshua Mobley. With me this week, James Pangello.
Hello.
And Matt Mobley.
Spoilers.
And, well, no shit. And we're talking about Walking Dead, because I finally beat it.
The Walking
Finally
motherfucking Dead.
The Walking
Josh
Dead.
finally got around to beating it.
Yeah, really.
About time.
I know.
It's been so long.
Been wanting to talk about it for so long.
Well, now you get the chance, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
I forgot what I was going to say.
Huh? You get the chance. I need to turn my Skype sounds off because someone just sent me a message and all I hear is whoop. There we go.
Listeners, you love hearing that, don't you?
Well, they don't have to hear it anymore because I just fixed it, so, you know.
God damn
anyway,
it, John.
so The Walking Dead, I don't even know
30
where you
seconds
guys
into
would
this
start, like, talking about it. I guess we could start with the thing that happened after the credits.
Yeah. We can begin with Clementine, and there's people on the hill, and she's like, what the fuck? And she's like, should I call out? Should I stay quiet? Because she doesn't know if they're zombies or if there's somebody else. You know, people that could help. You know?
Yeah.
That's a scary situation.
Yeah, you don't know if it's Omid and Krista because you don't know what happened to them.
Uh-huh.
They exit stage left and then never show their faces again, so...
Yeah, I thought it was Omid and Krista because I told them to take her.
I did too.
I was like, you guys would be good for her.
Yeah.
You'd be good for her. Take her. So I was like, that must be Omid and Krista. Or maybe some
Oh,
zombies.
well, I wasn't gonna leave him with broken-ass Kenny. I mean, come on.
Did Kenny jump down the hole in your game?
Which hole?
Like, where they dropped the walkie-talkie?
I thought Krista fell down there.
Well, Krista jumps down there to get it, and then she can't get back up.
Oh,
and then Kenny jumps down there.
Yeah, I think Kenny jumps down to save her. I think that's what happened.
So you
trying to remember a while ago.
You can't not save Kenny? Is that like a thing? Or?
In mine,
well, no, go ahead,
Ben was still alive in mine. So when they're in that alleyway, and they only have the one bullet, like Ben falls down in the alley, and I think from what I remember, he like pierces something really bad, like
he gets impaled on the piece of the ledge, like the little balcony.
Yeah.
It broke off and fell, and he fell on top of it. It impales him through the stomach, and they can't get him off it.
And Kenny, in my game, Kenny jumped down there and tried to save him. He took the gun with the one bullet. And that was, you know, you didn't know if he used it on a zombie or if he used it on Ben or what, just to put him out of his misery so that he didn't have to suffer, you know, being torn apart. But you know, the camera was just on Lee's face, and you go, pow, and like, and all you know is
sound effects.
All you know is both those assholes are dead.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happened with me. I think Lee made some mention of it when he went back up to Krista and Omid about saying that like he made sure Ben didn't have to suffer or something. So I think the implication is that he shot Ben.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously the walkers ripped him apart.
The way to do it, it would be Kenny puts his fucking head against Ben's, puts the gun against their temple, goes through both their heads. There you go.
I don't know if that caliber round would do that, though. Would it go through his head?
See, I dropped Ben.
You'd what?
Yeah.
I dropped Ben.
You dropped Ben in the fourth episode?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ben wasn't even there. Oh, so then how does Kenny die if Ben isn't there?
Okay, so you drop the walkie-talkie, and then Krista goes down there to get it, and then you're trying to get her out because there's zombies in there, and then she can't jump up, and Kenny's like, "Oh fuck this shit," and he like jumps down there, and he like, you know, boosts her up, and then he starts kind of like fighting them back, and then he walks away, and you just see all the zombies kind of going into the corner he went into, and you just hear like, "Get off me, you fuckers," and then they're like, "What the hell," you know, and then they're all, "Do you think he's alive?" And I'm like, "No, he's dead." You know, and that was my impression.
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead. and then they're like, "Well, what if like one of the options was like maybe he got out somewhere, or maybe he escaped?" I was like, "No way." I was like, "No, he's dead."
Although you know what's interesting about
he
that though.
did.
No, I'm saying, what is interesting about that is that in both ways that Kenny quote dies, it's off camera and you don't see it.
Yeah.
And you know what? In the Walking Dead, at least from what I've seen of the TV show, if someone isn't killed on camera, they're probably still alive.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I say Kenny pops up in the second season.
He's gonna be like, "You motherfucker, you left me.
You left me.
I thought we were friends, Lee." Even though Lee's
Kenny
dead,
practically proposed Lee. Yeah, no, I don't know who he'd be mad at. Clementine,
I'm so mad
you
at
fucking
you.
left me.
Clementine, you fucking left me.
Clementine, you fucking bitch! While you were kidnapped, Lee left me. Lee left me, and I'm blaming you.
Yeah, no, but he, but like, Kenny practically threw Lee into the, into that fenced-off area and locked it up behind him. So, yeah, he didn't have much. Lee didn't leave Kenny. Kenny left Lee.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, no, Lee, you're
Kenny was being a hero. I mean, Kenny's had a lot of questionable decisions throughout the series, you know?
We gotta find a boat.
Because he's just all like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Oh, did anyone else think it was a little strange that boat they thought was going to sustain them for any extended period of time?
I thought like, where are they gonna go? An island? Like that was my.
It's not even like where. It's not even just where. It's like, I mean, here's the thing: if you just got a boat out into the ocean or whatever, and you were somehow able to, you know, get food and water. I mean, here's the thing: if you can fish for food and you can boil the salt water, to make it, you know, drinkable, you can do that. But that boat wasn't big enough to sustain them much. They were like, "Oh, well, we can't bring this other group." You can't even bring your own group.
I know.
You know, you can't. You get what, a couple of people? It was a little, you know, it was a little like 2-3 person thing. Go out and have fun. It wasn't a big boat to go out on an extended trip. You know.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. I don't know what they thought they were, and they only had like a little thing of gas. They're like, "Yeah, this will get us to an island." Like,
yeah, I don't know.
And they even bring it up. They're like, "Where are we gonna go, man? You know, like
exactly.
What's
like
with the boat?" That's why when they asked, like, "Do you want to go find another boat or go to the countryside?" I'm like, "Just go to the countryside." It sounds a way better plan.
At least if you go to the countryside, it's like you'll be able to see any fucking zombies coming.
Yeah.
Because it's an open space. You just look around and be like, "Oh shit, there's one over there. Let's get out of its way."
Except when it's dark, because then it's
but you
awfully
you
dark
still have
in
like
the countryside.
Yeah, it does. But
it's scary how dark it gets in the countryside.
Well, depending on how many stars are out in the sky. Because I used to live in the country, and the stars are pretty illuminate. Like they'll illuminate some shit.
They will illuminate some shit.
Yeah, but it does depend on how much light you're getting from the stars, from the moon, you know, that kind of stuff. But overcast night, scary as shit.
Overcast night, scary as shit.
Better than, you know, like navigating through narrow alleyways and shit.
I'm really glad Clementine didn't die. I kept having this feeling she was gonna die.
I was so scared.
I was like, I don't care if Lee dies. I mean, I'll be sad, but I was like, don't kill the little girl. Like, she's my favorite. I think she was like literally everyone's favorite character.
It's just like I said, like when the game started, you know, Lee's in the fucking backseat of the cop car. It's like, right on, this is cool, I guess. You know. I like being able to be in control of his responses and kind of make the game my own. And then, like, you know, the car crashes and it's like, and it's like, oh, this is getting pretty intense. And then, like when he meets Clementine and she's like, I gotta find my parents. And I was like, oh, and I was like, and I was like, I'm in this
My
now.
parents were in Savannah. Well, then they're fucking dead.
Did you tell Clementine about the message?
What
you-
message?
I don't remember.
the message on the answering machine when she brought up her parents.
Oh God, I don't remember if I did or didn't.
I don't think I did. I think
I don't
just...
think I did. Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Like she was like, "We gotta find my parents," and and like I'd heard the message. Like it was like fucking hopeless, but I was like, "Sure, honey, we'll find your parents."
Yeah, I did that too, and I was like, oh god, I feel so terrible.
Look, here's the deal, okay? They're fucking out. I'm fucking in. They're dead. We're going on.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Did you handcuff yourself to make her handcuff you to the radiator?
I think I did.
That's what I did.
I did. I thought
I
it
was
best.
terrified of Lee killing Clementine.
Oh yeah, I was so terrified of
I was
anything
way more
happening to
afraid.
her.
Just in terms of Clementine like dying from something else, that never really scared me. But I honestly thought that if I didn't make the right choices, Lee would just come back as a zombie and just rip her to pieces.
I know. I was terrified of anything, like happening to her. So I was thinking of her the whole time. I was like, handcuff me to the radiator. I don't want to hurt you.
Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well,
About Carly getting shot in episode 3. Like, can you avoid that?
No.
Oh, wait, it can, or does Ben get shot? Because Alan said something about like jumping in the way of Ben or something.
Oh, does Ben jump in the way? Maybe I don't know, but you can't. Someone gets shot.
Someone gets shot.
I don't think. Well, someone's getting fucking shot.
I was like, well, because in episode 2 or like the beginning of 3, I was like talking to Carly, and she's like, "I've been thinking about you," and I was like, "I've been thinking a lot about you too," So I was like, "Yeah, let's see where this goes,"
It's like, oh yeah. You know what? I never got a chance to talk to her at at the inn. She was like, "Can I talk to you when you're done fiddling around out here?" And then I got distracted with Duck, and I never got around to talking to her.
Fucking Duck being Robin, getting bit and shit.
Duck being a piece of shit.
Jesus.
I saved his ass. I can talk shit.
It didn't save it very well.
I saved him in episode 1.
Oh yeah, well I did too, but
I mean, when you're faced with that decision, it's like fuck you, man. This is just a child. I can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna save Herschel's son, and because I'm gonna stick around with Kenny, man. Kenny's tight.
yeah. Kenny was pretty fucking cool. He's
Plus,
a good
Duck-
character.
Plus, Duck deserves to live. He's young. He's a kid. He shouldn't die this way.
Little stupid ass kid, but he was still
I'm
like,
an idiot. Just like fucking episode 2. Like, it's people! Mommy, what did I eat? I've been telling you it's people like 6 fucking times.
He's like walks over to Duck, puts his arm around him, like, Duck, I told you about like 6 times. It's people.
Now, I was there when Josh played episode 2, like the ending of episode 2. He did not keep Clementine from eating the people.
No, I did not. I failed. But
it's
all funny. It's all funny because throughout the whole episode, I'm like, they're eating fucking people. I know it.
Not the
I
whole
knew that
episode.
they're cannibals.
Well,
They're
near the
cannibals.
end.
They're cannibals. They're
Near the
cannibals.
end, I'm like,
He
they're
didn't
eating.
get it. He was it was so much fun because I was sitting behind him, so he couldn't see my face. But he's like fucking playing, and he's like, and Kenny's like, we gotta get into that barn. We gotta figure out what's behind that shed, behind that door. And he's like, Kenny, they're just trying to make us a nice meal. Why won't you just leave well enough alone? Like just
That's right. Yeah, I really was.
trusting. And I'm
like,
just sitting
Kenny,
behind him like,
shut
I'm just sitting behind him like silently. Just you wait. And then he finally opens the door. And he just takes a second to look at what's behind the door. Then he turns to me and goes, "They're eating fucking people."
And then but then he's like, "This is where we skin like all the deer and all that." And I was like, "No, it ain't. This is where you skin the people." And then I was right when I found what's his face with no legs, and he's like,
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that guy's name.
How fucked up was that when he's just crawling and like they're all arguing in the kitchen and they turn around and he's like crawling across the floor. He's just like, help me! And everybody's just frozen like, oh my god!
Did you crush what's her face's dad's head?
Larry?
Larry?
Yeah, I didn't.
I
Kenny
did.
did for me.
I didn't.
Well, Kenny did it for me, but we did it, you know?
I didn't.
Oh, but
I
you didn't try to save him, and then Kenny just jumped in.
No,
Yeah.
I was
I
like,
didn't make a choice.
I was like,
she's.
if she sits here and tries to revive him, she's gonna get bit. I was like, you need to back up, because we're smashing his head in. You know?
Like, I didn't even make a choice. I wasn't quick enough. But even still, I'm glad that I didn't, because either way, that motherfucker was dying. Like, from what I understand, like, if you sided with that bitch,
Like Lily.
Lily,
Lily.
Lily.
I left that bitch on the side
Kenny
of the
was still gonna
road.
push you out of the way and crush his head.
I left her on the side of the road because I was all like, yeah, about to have some like romance with Carly. And just after that one comment, and then she fucking shoots her in the head. I'm like, oh hell no! And then it's like, I'm leaving you on the side of the road. Fuck off, Lily.
Dude, like that part made me scream out loud.
I did too. I was like,
like I was like the argument's getting heated up, and I didn't expect it at all. It's just like you're a bitch. And I was like, Whoa!
It's like one of our jokes.
I know.
It's like so unexpected too.
Did you guys kill the brothers in that episode?
I killed one, and then the other one I let him live, and he was like, "Oh, fuck you, Lee." Like,
I think the same happened.
You know.
It's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure I did the same thing. I killed the creepier brother, and then after the fist fight, I just was like, "Fuck off, man! Just get out of here."
Left that bitch for the walkers.
I killed them both.
Oh, look at you!
No one tries to feed Clementine human flesh and gets away with it. No, I'm gonna blow her head off.
Yeah,
I did not feel bad about it either, because I'm like, these people have been like luring people to their farm, killing them, and like and like eating them. They don't deserve to keep doing that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like no, sorry.
Fucking,
You tried to kill me. Sorry, you tried to kill me. Tried to kill me.
Yeah, fucking what is it? Like when Josh ran downstairs, he mistakenly said, "It's people." and the bitch is like, that's right, Lee. There are a lot of people at this table. And fucking Clementine takes a bite, and you would have thought that he fucking brought out a plague when he saw the words like, "You did not stop Clementine from eating human meat." He was like, ah, ah, ah.
I was like, I'm not restarting nothing in this game. Like I let everything fall the way it fell. I was like, this is gonna happen, and this is, I'm glad I did, because it was like way more of a roller coaster ride.
It was.
Soylent Green is people.
Soylent Green is people, motherfucker.
Soylent Green is people.
That game is fucked up, but it's so goddamn good.
The game is fucked up.
It is. Let's not fucking make no bones about it. It's fucked up.
It's supposed to be. It's The Walking Dead. Everything's supposed to be fucked up. If it's not fucked up, it's not The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. But, yeah. Did you cut off his arm, Josh?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, come on, off. Let's do it. Even though I knew, I was like, this ain't gonna do anything, but
you're just hoping. You're just like desperately if it will slow the process down, I'll do it.
Did you, Matt? You haven't watched season 3 yet, huh?
I haven't watched season 2 yet.
Oh, well then never mind. But
dude, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna watch it anyway.
They do it in one of the seasons to one of the
do they?
characters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
No,
they do it
do that
immediately. So
yeah, that's true.
they do it immediately, so they end up being fine. But like when when it went through my head, it was like Lee's are like been bit for like at least an hour or two. So you know.
Yeah, no, I was... You know what, though? I think that's actually kind of... Because I cut his arm off, too. Same thing. I saw that in the show and was like, maybe it'll change it. But, like, I think that brings up an interesting question because we were all talking about, like, how people died and all this stuff. Did your choices really make a difference? Because it seemed like if someone was going to die, they died. And if someone was going to, it didn't matter what you did. Eventually, that eventuality happened. Regardless of what choices you made, regardless of who you chose to take with you, who you didn't take with you, they died. If someone stayed behind with the boat, they ended up getting killed or whatever. If they decided this or that, they disappeared. It didn't matter what happened. The outcome always ended up being the same, just different paths to the same outcome.
Well, it's very hard to be like we're gonna write like completely like the whole game can go in a completely different direction this way with each choice, you know.
Well, I mean, but that is the selling point of the game, that your choices matter.
And I think to a degree they still do. It's like Mass Effect, but your choices still matter.
I think you're just nitpicking at this point. Well, I mean, it's
honestly, I don't. I think I think that's a legitimate complaint because I think that the choices matter because of the fact that they change people's like the characters' relationships. So I still do think the choices matter, but I don't think they matter in the kind of transparent way that it was kind of marketed as, as if like, well, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Like, say like, oh, well, someone will remember this, and then they never bring it up again. So then what purpose did that serve? And like, I think the fact that it doesn't matter how, if you save Ben, it doesn't matter how many times you save Ben, he ends up dying. It doesn't matter how many times you save Kenny, he ends up dying. It doesn't matter how many times, doesn't matter who you choose to, to save, who you choose to, but they all end up dying in the end. Or, they disappear, like Krista and Omid, they disappear regardless of what you do. You don't know what happens to them. Kenny dies, Ben dies, Carly dies, Doug dies. They all die, just, one way or the other.
True. That's true. But, I mean, I guess it's just all these events, like, what you do in these situations that really make the experience. Like, how do you handle these situations? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the real like big selling point.
Well, yeah, I think it's engaging. I don't know if your choices necessarily really matter, but I think that what the storytelling does do correctly and why it's such a big win is that even when you kind of know that your choices aren't going to make a difference, you're still on the edge of your seat, and you still kind of like,
Oh yeah, always.
You still feel like they matter, even if you kind of know they don't. Like you kind of in the back of your mind, you kind of know Lee's done, regardless of what you do. Cut the arm off, cut the arm. You kind of know he's dead.
You know
but
either way,
you still
that motherfucker's
his arm
dead.
Because
but
you still cut the arm off because you think, well, maybe, you still
you're just
hold out that hope.
You're hoping throughout hope, man. And that part, man, that was so tough. But it was really funny when it was like the options were like do it, maybe not, and
I'm assuming that you guys showed him the bite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I showed the bite.
Too.
I didn't try to.
I was like, there's no fucking point in hiding it from them.
Yeah, there's no reason to hide it at all.
I was like, you're just gonna get all fucked up,
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, Lee, how could you hide this from me?
Because here's the thing, especially in something like this,
impression.
if you hide something or you lie about something, it's gonna get found out.
Yeah, they're gonna be like,
it's gonna get found out eventually.
Like,
In real life,
Lee, how
maybe
come
not.
you're like
In this,
wow.
absolutely.
Lee, how come you're limping around like a walker?
Hey, Lee, how come your voice is all fucked up? How come your eyes are all yellow?
Not sure if that's a racist joke or like.
I don't know what accent I'm trying to do. I'm kind of just.
Lee, I swear to God. I thought that was a pretty good impression.
How did you handle the duck situation, guys?
I shot him.
I shot him. I didn't make Kenny do it.
Yeah, I couldn't let Kenny do it. I was like, Kenny, give me the gun.
You do it for your man.
No parent should have to do this.
But then, did you also do it for the kid in the attic that looked like
Yeah, I
Duck?
did too.
Yes, I did. Like, oh, that was so fucking sad when he just so emaciated, can't even move to. I mean, like, he's fucking gone, but still, it was so sad to just be like, he like this pathetic creature that was once a child, just. You're like, just put him out of his misery, man. Just do it.
Yeah, just end it.
Kenny, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, Kenny.
Kenny.
Gotcha. I'm sorry.
Kenny, man.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Kenny, man.
I love that.
Kenny, man. I'm so sorry.
Gotcha. Duck. I'm sorry.
The impressions are getting worse and worse. They're so
I know.
funny.
Well, I'm horrible at the impressions, so if I
Fuck
try,
you.
I'm
My Dave Fenoy impression is amazing.
Kenny.
Kenny.
Now it just sounds like we're trying to do like South Park. Kenny.
Yeah, they killed Kenny.
What if Lee comes back and he's like, Clementine? Cut my other arm off.
The first, the first thing you see in season 2 should be Lee as a walker just going, coming down, and then just like,
Clementine.
Or he cut it. I don't know. He survived. He cut his other arm off. So it's just 2 nubs. He's just like,
kicks her in the face.
The other nub is like all jagged because he had to chew it off.
Oh.
Clementine.
Or he could like have every limb like is replaced with like a peg, like that guy in Family Guy. Like
Seamus.
Yeah, Seamus. Me father was a tree.
How are you even alive?
How the hell are you alive?
So wait, oh yeah, the big final question: did you have Clementine shoot you or not?
No.
Of course.
I was like, you can leave me. It's all right.
So you didn't have her shoot you?
No, I was like, and then she was like, but you'll become one of them. I was like, shooting a man changes you.
I let him shoot me because I mean I taught her how to shoot, and I thought, you know what, you might as well. Even though when I look back on it, I was like, she should have saved that ammo.
Scarred her for life.
Well, it's fucked up, but you know what? She has to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
you know what? That world is really messed up, and she has to
like,
learn how to shoot someone that's really close to her like that, or she won't survive.
Or she can't do it. She won't be able to do it later.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like the only benefit to her not shooting you is that she saved a bullet.
That's the only benefit.
But
She could root around in there and then get but she'd have to put it back in the casing. That would be,
What if
she won't be able to do that?
What if if she had shot you and then like at the end of the credits it's not her walking to the tree stump, it's just the tree stump.
No, it's the ending.
Like that one bullet.
I'm sorry, when you said just the tree stump, I'm imagining the tree stump moving. I don't know why.
It's all of a sudden it's like Lord of the Rings.
The tree stump just solemnly walking.
It's like didn't know Walking Dead was a Lord of the Rings game. Surprise!
It's tense. I've seen both endings, and I really prefer the sudden cut to black after the gunshot when she shoots you. I think that's a much more powerful ending.
I agree with that. Yeah.
But
well, I did everything that I would do if I was Lee, so I was like, no, don't shoot me. Leave me.
Well, I would want it to be over. I'd be like, look, I am dying.
Oh yeah, like fucking
shoot me, end it quick, please.
Yeah,
like,
if I was Lee, I'd be like, look, man,
let me die fast here. I don't want to die slowly and then become a walker. God
Yeah.
knows if you remember being a walker or not. Like, they don't know if you know that you're a walker and you just can't control yourself, or if you're just dead. They don't know that.
Yeah,
So
if I was Lee, I'd just be like, "Listen, honey, this fucking hurts so goddamn much.
This fucking hurts.
I'm
just
sorry. I'm
let
sorry
it
about
end.
your
Make it
emotional
end."
trauma, but this physical trauma is pretty damn high. And please end it.
Like, this hurts so much.
You have to kill me.
Yeah, he's basically like,
Much.
Clementine. This hurts so goddamn much. For the love
Sucking
of
a
God.
lot really hurts.
I'm in so much pain. She's like, but I don't want to shoot you. He's like, for the love of God.
Do it, please.
He's like,
Just give me the gun and let me do it myself.
he's like, for the love of God, just fucking shoot me. Oh my God. There is speculation. I was in the GameStop, and we were talking about the ending of The Walking Dead, and there was a speculation that the two figures on the hill at the very end were God, what are their Carl and God, the fucking main
Carl
guy.
and Rick?
Rick, yes, Rick and Carl.
How
Why?
how could that tie in?
I mean, like Glenn from the show was on there.
Well, yeah,
So
but like,
it's
shouldn't
not-
Rick
it's not
still be in a
impossible.
coma? Shouldn't Rick still be in a coma?
Spoilers.
And if not, don't these things... Oh, shut up. If they haven't seen The Walking Dead Season 1, then fuck them.
It's like 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
Well, no, 'cause-
Spoiler alert, he was a cop.
It's literally the very beginning of the comic book.
Well, no, like I mean, because when Glenn leaves, doesn't he say, "Well, I got another group to go to"? So I guess
Right, but actually he went to that group that then Rick, that which Shane was leading.
Oh, I had no idea like when the
I don't
game
know,
might
just
be
be hard-
set.
Yeah,
so-
it would just be hard to kind of shoehorn Rick in.
Yeah.
Because if you want, because the only thing they could do is they could put Rick and basically say this continuity has nothing to do with the continuity of comics or the
Yeah,
TV
and
show.
it ties into the comics, they said.
I think it depends on like how long like it runs. Like how long does the game run in game time? Like I mean, in one episode they're wearing regular clothes, and the next episode they're wearing heavier coats. Like is it like a week? Is it 2 weeks? What is it?
Yeah, I think it depends on because for the first episode to the second episode, I think there were a few weeks in between those two. But in terms of episode 4 and 5, I think that all happened within the course of a day.
Yeah.
So I think it depends.
How crazy? I gotta say this. How fucking crazy is like episode 2 compared to every other episode? Like it almost feels like it doesn't fit.
Hang on, just remind me. 2 is the one with the farm,
People.
with the farm and everything.
Yes.
Soylent Green is people. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That veal is people.
It's people.
It's people. Yeah, there are a lot of people here. Clementine, keep eating. Damn it!
And Josh
Clementine, I want to see you eat it.
Clementine, put that fucking piece of meat down right now.
He's like,
It's that dude's legs.
Clementine. No.
No.
He just runs downstairs. He's like, it's people.
No, he goes, it's people. And they're like, yes, it is people. Like, shut up, bitch.
I don't remember what I said. I think I just screamed at Clementine.
I said, yeah.
Like,
I said,
put it on my
I was like, Clementine, no!
Yeah, I think I said something like that. Like, I just screamed.
I had this vision of, I just had this vision of Lee, like, kicking down the door, pointing at Clementine and going,
There's 3 options. There's it's people, there's Clementine, no, and then there's, like, a more, like sweeping statement to try and get everyone to stop. I don't remember exactly what it is.
Stop eating or something.
Like, everyone stop eating, something like that. But I was like, I could give a shit about anybody else. Clementine, no!
I noticed in episode 1 that anytime somebody else was getting grabbed, I didn't really care much. But as soon as somebody touched Clementine, I would literally out loud be like, "You motherfucker, get away from her!"
Oh yeah. Fuck that. And
Yeah, well, a lot of people got really personal with, it became really personal. They see Clementine in trouble, and all of a sudden, it's, they're ready to go, and they're, I remember there were a couple times when Clementine was in danger. I'm like standing up, screaming at the television.
And that
fuck no! Fuck no!
And I think that adds to the tenderness of the scene on the train where, you cut her hair and you teach her how to shoot a gun. Because you kind of, it's in a way you're teaching her how to grow up and live in this world. Especially she's been grabbed by the hair.
Right.
One of the brothers grabbed her by the hair at the table. So,
why do you think the military makes people cut their hair short?
Yeah,
it's for that exact reason, so that you that's just an avenue of approach that's not possible when you have really short hair.
People be trying to grab Marine's hair. They're like, man, it's prickly. I don't know.
I can't get a hold.
Why are you trying to grab
hair? He has a buzz cut. Why are you trying to grab his hair? Why are you trying to grab something else?
Like silly enemy combatants.
Silly generic bad guy.
Generic bad guy. Tricks are for kids.
I think, James, I don't think that was the last important question, although that is an important question.
Oh, that was the last decision you make.
That is the last decision, but this is the last important question.
All right.
What were your last words to Clementine?
I don't remember.
I think
it was like, it's going to be okay or something like that.
Oh, I don't... Yeah, I don't... Do you know what... Hang on.
I know...
Oh, my last words were keep your hair short. That's what I said.
Clementine, keep your hair short.
Well, I said it you don't say it keep your hair short, all serious,
Clementine, keep your fucking hair short. And then you just die.
I said it as an uplifting thing, keep your hair short,
Yeah. No, for me, it had to be the God's honest truth. When I was like, "Oh, miss you."
Oh, I said that too. Okay,
I was like,
"Ah!" Okay. Yeah, I said I'll
I think I
miss
said
you.
that. I think I said that too. Hang on, I'm trying to get to a source to find all the different options, what you could have said, so that to refresh.
Yeah, I did say I'll miss you, and she's like, I'll miss you too, and I'm like, oh.
She's like, me too. I'm like, ah.
So it looks like Lee can give a last piece of advice. He can say he misses her, that she should remain strong, or say nothing. So you could say, remain strong, I'm going to miss you, or nothing.
What kind of asshole says nothing?
I know.
I still want to do that playthrough, dude. We try to see how far we can get by saying nothing. Or never choosing.
That'd be sad.
That'd be hilarious, though. It might be kind of sad, but it'd still be fun to do.
Imagine Intoxigaming for that game. You're just it's three drunk assholes just crying.
Oh my god, dude. That sounds kind of funny, actually. It's like, Clementine, no!
Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at the killed victims of Lee Everett, and it's unnamed Georgia state senator, pre-apocalypse, police officer, zombified, blah, 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 all these people. Then many unnamed save-lot bandits and numerous counts of zombies. He fucked some shit up.
Which character I really liked was the girl in the school.
The fat girl?
Not the fat girl.
The one that got eaten?
The one with Hilda?
The one with Hilda.
Oh, what was her name?
I don't remember her name.
Fat
but
bitch?
I think it's something like Zoe.
Fat.
Oh,
yeah,
Zoe.
Was it Zoe?
I think
was it Molly?
Molly. There it is.
Molly.
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 I love this. Molly's sister. The entry for Molly's sister was the diabetic teenage sister of Molly. Really, Molly's sister was the sister of Molly.
Fucking
It's all that one whore.
the guys at the guys at GameStop, they were like, fucking Ben, like they should have just called that game The Walking Liability.
Fuck Ben, dude. I was like so angry at Ben half the time. He was always like, I was the one giving food to the bandits. I'm the one who got these people killed. I'm the one who did that. I'm like, Ben, can't you do anything right?
Especially fucking in the school when it's like, hey guys, I found this hatchet. Ben, where did you get that hatchet? So like it was just, it was just blocking the door.
With all the walkers on it.
I know.
By the way, there's a bunch of walkers coming.
It's like, really, you see this hatchet through the main doors to the building, and you go,
You go,
let me just take it out. Hey, look what I found just lying around, barricading the door.
Oh no, because I didn't hear these walkers just like banging on the fucking door.
No, like the bandits, I can sympathize with because you know what they caught him or whatever, or they've threatened him. Fine, you know the fact that he's scared and he runs from Clementine. He's a kid, but that was just all 10 kinds of just stupid. It's not. You know, it's no longer about fear. It's no longer about being threatened. It's no longer about being immature. It's just stupid.
Did you tell him to tell Kenny?
No, I told him. I was like, not now, Ben.
Oh yeah, I was like,
you're like that will help anybody.
This episode is turning into who can do Lee the best.
Not now, Ben. Ben, I said not now.
The Walking Dead Spoilercast, Dave Fennoy impressions.
Ben, I swear to God, I'm gonna put a bullet between your eyes.
Damn it, man, shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna put a cleaver between your dick and your eyes. For anyone that doesn't know where that is, that's your chest.
I'm gonna put a cleaver between your dick and your eyes.
There's
a pretty big window there.
There's some other areas between your dick and your eyes other than your chest. There's just a few other body spots, you know, that happen in between your dick and your eyes.
Your dick and your eyes.
I mean, seriously, dude. Like, I found this hatchet. It's like, what the fuck?
It could have been worse. It could have been like, Ben, where did you get?
Ben, where'd you get that hatchet? Oh shit.
Yeah, I told Ben. I was like,
did I do something? You sold a nuclear submarine for cash to a PN Gwyn at a P.O. box? Did we do something wrong, Batman?
Excuse me.
If you guys haven't seen the movie, they sold like they sell a the police sell like a nuclear submarine to Penguin, and
it's not Batman Returns.
He goes no. This was Adam West Batman.
Oh,
to P.N. Gwyn, and he's like, well, did he leave an address at least? He's like, he left a P.O. box. And like, really? You sold a nuclear submarine to P.N. Gwyn at a P.O. box, and it was cash. And they're like, did we do something wrong, Batman?
Wow.
That always makes me laugh.
Batman just slaps him upside the head. What are you, a fucking moron? What are you, like Ben from The Walking Dead, which I've never heard of?
We don't hear of that for like fucking 60 years.
I don't even know about that, but it sucks.
He's like, I have clairvoyance, and I know there's going to be this game based on this show, or based on this comic.
This game based on the show, based on this comic.
Well, actually,
and you're going to be just like this asshole Ben.
In episode 3, like right in the middle of the episode, when they takes the hatchet out of the door, compromises the entire mission, you're like that guy. And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about, Batman.
You compromised the mission. You betrayed Shiva.
Shiba Linga.
Meta Shiva.
Meta Shiva.
So, alright, so like, is there anything else in terms of like the content in the episode you guys wanted to talk about? Because I wanted
to say one thing about Josh. You said you dropped Ben in the clock tower.
Yeah.
Or in the bell tower.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
4.
I wanted to save him as much as I didn't like him.
Oh, I did.
But he was like, please, you know how this has to end. And I was like, I know, man. And
I know, man.
I just
I
like
couldn't
doing
do it.
impressions of all the characters.
No, I'm too much of a Boy Scout.
No,
There's
well,
way
what
I could do
happened
that.
is, like, I saw them, like, right up the stairs, and in real life, I thought about what I would do, and I was like, if he was like, please, let me go, and like, there were walkers, like, right next to me, I'd be like, peace, bitch, and I'd just drop him and run, because, like, he already did the hatchet. It's pretty much his fault that we're in this situation to begin with. He's done all this other bullshit, and as much as I'd like to save him, he's offering to let himself go to save everybody. And like he says to Lee later, he goes, "What Ben did was brave." So, fuck it. Yeah.
But
Well-
you know what? It's all nullified by the fact that you could pull him up and save
You
him
could.
without anyone getting hurt.
I had to do it.
Nobody
like,
dies in the alleyway anyway.
Well, but what I'm saying is that sacrifice means absolutely nothing because it's not like if you save him, someone else dies because it took so much to save him. You just pull him up and go, and that's it. So it's not like he was sacrificing himself to save someone. He was just sacrificing himself because he felt bad.
Yeah,
and
but
was like,
how
well,
do you
it
know
wasn't even
that
a sacrifice. Hey, you can't even call it a sacrifice because you know what? No one was going to be adversely affected if they saved him because all Lee needed to do was pull him up. Lee didn't die because he pulled him up.
It was just a pitiful, like, just let me go. I've been such a liability. I've been the walking liability. Just drop me. It's like, no, you know what? I seriously was like, just because I hate you doesn't mean I won't save you.
A real sacrifice would have been when he was impaled, if he had grabbed the gun from Kenny and shot himself in the head so that they could both go. That would have been sacrifice. Because then Kenny doesn't need to stay behind.
But, like...
That would have been a sacrifice.
But see, when you save Ben there, Ben does come up and say, you know what? I've done a lot of shit, but I'm going to try and make up for it. Mm-hmm. And he sticks by you, man. And
you kind of have to prod him a little bit at times, but he does, yeah.
But at least he tried at the end there.
All right, well, I was thinking about everyone else. And also, I wouldn't have known that he was going to survive during the first playthrough.
Well, that's true, but I mean, as I said, the thing is, Lee was the only one that wasn't on the ladder. You know, it wasn't like saving him required getting someone to come back and help him grab him. All Lee did was pull him up. And I was just like, it's not, I don't know. I was just kind of, to me, it was a no. I mean, I'm not going to just let you die. You know, I'm either going to save you or I'm going to die trying to save you. That's what's going to happen.
Well, that's not what happened, but...
I didn't die. He didn't die until later.
He didn't die until later.
We both died, but we both died later.
Dude, fucking everyone in that game died.
Except for Clementine.
Clementine, and then we don't know if Krista and Omid died.
I think they're all right.
And you know what? I think Kenny's still alive too.
Who do you think you're gonna play as this season 2?
That is a great question because I have no freaking clue. Like how?
I don't know.
I doubt you're.
I thought at the end I was gonna be playing as Clementine, but
I highly doubt that. But they're gonna. So that means they're gonna have to. Ow! Ooh! Wow! Okay.
Jesus.
Sorry, I was playing around with a roll of quarters and it just fell on my dick.
Just fell on my dick.
I was throwing it up in the air and then it just went right through my hand and right onto my dick and that kind of hurt. Okay.
Jesus.
Anyway. Anyway, roll of quarters, not
that or a walker bit him.
Is that a roll of quarters on your dick or? I don't know.
Or whatever. Okay. So either they would have to introduce an entirely new character, or you would have to maybe play as let's say Krista and Omid are the two characters there because once again they went off screen. So really you got 5 options, right? You got introduce a new character. You've got Kenny, who could still be alive. You got Krista or Omid, who could still be alive. And you've got Clementine. You could play as Clementine. Those are basically your 5 options.
Man.
I think they're going to introduce a new character.
I just had this vision of Kenny with super long hair. And he looks all gross and he comes back and he's like, "You left me for dead."
Bet you thought I was dead.
Bitch, I thought I was dead. You left me for dead. Lee is dead. What do I got to live for? Oh, man, that's funny.
I doubt Kenny is alive.
I have serious doubts.
Like, I mean, Lee was watching them fucking get torn to pieces, alright?
Well, yeah, but you see other people get killed on camera. Why do they make a point of making sure you don't see Kenny die in either scenario?
Because Kenny was your boy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to see your boy perish.
I see. Okay.
No man should have to do this for
So I
child.
I think at the very least it's the writers allowing the possibility if they want to explore it.
Well,
they
yeah,
might not
sure, why
necessarily
not?
do that, but I think they
Plus,
leave it open enough.
that death was going to be gruesome. That was going to be like fucking the guy in Shaun of the Dead getting torn to pieces gruesome.
Yeah,
Well,
that was like, that part
yeah,
always
all you
makes,
had to
I'm like,
see-
oh, it's gross.
All you had to see was them knocking him to the ground and then the walkers on top of him. That's all you needed to see. They didn't need to show how gruesome it was to show the death on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
both times they made sure the camera wasn't on Kenny. And you just heard stuff and you assumed.
I think it'd be
Right.
interesting if Lee ends up still alive.
I don't know how.
But I
though,
don't think
especially if
so.
you-
that ain't gonna fucking happen.
He's like, I
Done
barely
shooting.
made it. I had to eat walkers.
I honestly think the two scenarios that I would love to see, either you play as Molly, which would be really awesome. 'cause
Oh
Molly-
yeah, that's right. I forgot about her.
Molly, I
Molly.
know about you and your sister.
Or
Or-
it was that one summer at camp.
I know about you and your horse sister.
Or a new character. Like completely, like not even, like maybe you run across one of like Clementine or Omid and Krista like once, but completely new character, completely new group.
Probably. I have a feeling it'll
So
probably
you
be
don't- So Clementine's just like you might run into her as a cameo, but that's it. You're not.
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
might run into her, and
protecting
it's
Clementine
kind of
season
like
2.
yeah, and it's kind of like a fucking like just like an affirmation, like hey, she's still okay. But I mean,
She's just wandering alone in the countryside. She's okay.
She's
no,
like,
I mean she probably
I
found
haven't
someone.
eaten for days. You're like, oh god.
What'd be funny is like if all this shit went down and Clementine made it all the way out to the country, then she went into the mountains or something, and then like got eaten by a mountain lion or some shit like that. It's like really. You
Doug got
survived the
torn-
zombies.
That or
You
she's like
survived the bandits.
torn apart
and,
by a
you got
bear.
you got like mauled by a bear or something. Like really.
She's allergic to bees. She gets stung by one.
What
I don't have an
a,
EpiPen. I don't have an EpiPen.
what a way to go out.
She's like, oh god, I'm dying.
I'm dying in my D trucker hat.
Where did she get that hat again?
I think it was her father.
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
Her deadbeat, good for nothing Savannah dying in, turning into a zombie father.
Savannah dying in. Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Alright.
Good for nothing, deadbeat dad.
Savannah dying and dead.
Leaving her at home alone, just turning the TV on, like, no, she'll take her home.
Goddamn dog.
And like, what are the chances of her being like, I saw my parents? It's like, oh yeah, you saw them.
How fucked up was that though when you found out who the kidnapper was? You're like, oh shit.
I did not even know, and then I didn't
Oh,
care.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh, fuck you, dude. I don't give a
I
shit.
didn't take his food.
I didn't
I didn't
take his stuff because Clementine didn't want me to. But I
Exactly.
was like, whatever. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. I don't care about you. I don't care about your family. I don't care. Oh, you guys took my food. You know what? I didn't even take your food. Doesn't matter. Your group did. Well, fuck you then. Jeez. Fine. You
Yeah.
want to generalize? You want to generalize?
you motherfucker?
You kidnapped a girl. Fuck you. You
Kidnapped a
died.
small town. Did you look in the bag?
Yeah,
have
did.
never- Oh, I looked in the bag. Yeah, dude, I have never
And I was like,
pressed
don't look
a
in there.
button as hard as I did when I was strangling that guy to death.
Oh, I know, because it took forever.
I could have really strangled him, like, in real life. I was that intense. I was like, I don't know. Like, why did you save him? No, fuck you. You die. We were in the apocalypse.
Fucking Clementine shot him. I was like, that was tight.
Yeah, no, there is no such thing as mercy in the apocalypse. There's no crying in baseball. There's no mercy in the apocalypse.
I thought it was really tight that Clementine shot him.
Yeah.
I shot him. I didn't.
She didn't. She shot him for me. Like he got the upper hand, and he was like trying to kill me. I was like struggling, and then all of a sudden, and I look, and he like slumps down. I look over, and she's just like holding the gun. And I'm like, oh shit!
That didn't happen. I like gave him a good cleaver and strangled him up against the wall. Then I shot him in the head.
I think mine was better. So fuck you.
Well, did you keep your weapons?
No, I gave him to him.
Oh, see, I lied to him. I was like, all I got's the walkie. And he's like...
all I got's the walkie.
And he was all like... I was like, you can pat me down if you want. He was like, I ain't touching you. Because you're all covered in blood. So I still had the cleaver. So when she hits him with the bottle, one of the attack options is the cleaver.
Yeah.
So I went at him and had like a huge fight with him, and then I strangled him to death. And then you shoot him in the head before he comes back.
It was crazy.
You know, with all the blood, splattering all over the place, I wouldn't be surprised if someone just died from like AIDS or something before they died from a
Jesus.
I mean,
brought it into a dark place.
There's so much. Oh wow, it wasn't already.
No. Like
there's
seriously, so much AIDS.
You know how much there must be in the massive hordes of zombies. Someone must have had AIDS in that group. Someone.
He was brought to a really dark place. AIDS is not a laughing matter.
Zombie AIDS.
I say it, I start laughing.
I know, I was just going to say, you're like, AIDS is not a laughing matter.
Zombade.
Zombades.
It's fucked up.
Tellus is just winding down.
Oh my god. But seriously, like fucking, it was like, do you remember when you came across that car full of food? And you're like, what? Oh,
Not
shit.
Really. Well, I abandoned that car for a reason, and I left the doors unlocked and open for a reason. Well,
it wasn't very smart of you now, was it?
Yeah, wait a minute. Let's stop here for a second. That car was like really far away from. They were on the train for like a whole day.
Well, no, that car.
No, that car. That's the end of episode 2.
That's true.
No, but then they got on a fucking train and rode the train for like an entire day. Do you imagine the distance they crossed in that time? How did that guy manage to get ahead of them into Savannah and be like, yeah, I kidnapped her and you stole everything from my car? There's a huge plot hole in this story.
If that guy can travel that fast, then he shouldn't fucking be in Savannah. I don't know what he's doing there.
He should be fighting crime.
I just had this. Now I have this vision of him just like he's holding on under the train. He's like, I'm coming to Clementine.
He should be like fucking fighting crime, fighting zombie crime as the Flash.
What kind of crime is there now?
You're gonna eat that person? Fuck you, zombie crime.
I'm okay with zombies, as long as they don't eat people. Well, then you're not okay with zombies, are you? Not really. Why are you Batman? I don't know.
I'm not Batman. I'm Judge Dredd. I am the law.
All right.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
I would say this is about the end of our episode.
Yeah.
I think we discussed everything we're going to discuss.
Yeah.
Everything we're gonna discuss.
Wait. Before we go, would you play it again?
Yeah, maybe like years down the road.
Yeah, in a while I might decide I want to pick it up again. And
I'm going to keep my save file around in case that's relevant.
Well, yeah, they did say that the saves are going to transfer, so obviously I'll keep the save file. But
Thank God for PS Plus. Just keeping it on that cloud.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if I kept mine, because I know I had to delete the game for space.
Well, then it should still have the save. It doesn't delete your save data if you delete the game.
Right, but I might have gone into the gone into my stuff and deleted like the other stuff too. Like
Then I guess you're gonna be playing it again.
I guess so. I mean, if when the next one comes out, I'll probably start. I'll probably play it over again.
Do like a marathon.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good game.
It was a great game.
It is. It's one of those games, but like that, I ask because it's like one of those games where you're just like, I don't know if I'd play it again. Like maybe a long time from now, but for now, it's like fuck. I made my choices. I live with it.
I made my choice a long time ago.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're done.
That's the spoiler.
We're done. This has been the Spoilercast. Follow us on YouTube. Come to VGU.TV.
Game of the year.
All right. Anyway, follow us on Twitter at VGU.TV. And yeah, come watch our shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Take us back.